Hello, guys, and welcome to RCB. RCB. Second time I'm wearing a red shirt. This is actually a Gryffindor shirt. Let me first show you. But second time I'm wearing. That was a nice bluff. Second time I'm wearing a red shirt on an RCB, and they've conquered two of the biggest forts of IPL, one in Eden Gardens and one in Chepauk. I mean, I'm seeing the scenes of Rahul Dravid, Dale Steyn, and Bharat Chipli, and I don't know who all they are running around Chepauk, and of course Anil Kumble is there. So that was the OG Test squad of RCB that actually won in Chennai in 2008, and after that there have been so many seasons, so many matches, but RCB has never been able to conquer CSK in Chennai. This is historical. This is history. Like after 18 seasons of IPL, we finally see RCB winning in Chennai, and Chennai didn't even try to win. I mean, we'll talk about that part, but what a match from RCB. Complete performance from Phil Salt to Rajat Patidar, who has been just absolutely brilliant, and the finishing from Tim David was just superb. Siddharthan, what do you have to say? Something say to our CSK fans, man, in your own language. What do you have to say today?
Thanks, Shikhar. Yeah, I'll say a few things in Tamil. To all my CSK friends, இது எல்லாம் நடக்கிறது தான் பார்த்துக்கலாம். ஆர்சிபி ரொம்ப நல்லா ஆடினாங்க. அதனாலதான் அவங்க அதனால ஜெயிச்சாங்க. நான் பார்த்துக்கலாம் என்ன பண்றது. எல்லா வாழ்க்கையில தலைவர் சொல்ற மாதிரி கடவுள் நம்ம பக்கம் தான். So I'll translate in English or maybe in Hindi. मैं बोला था जो रजनीकांत जैसे बोलता था भगवान हमारे साथ है. तो कभी कभी होता है
Bro.
he, RCB deserved to win this game, to
Hmm.
be honest. Like, I'm a
Hmm.
CSK fan. I'm also a fan
Hmm.
of good cricket. At no
Hmm.
point, कभी वो मेरे को लगा कि
Hmm.
CSK is going to win this match. And if
Hmm.
you're going to send Dhoni at number 9, क्या करेंगे भाई? So,
Hmm.
it happens. But credit to RCB. I thought Patidar captaincy was spot on, unlike Ruto tonight. And
Hmm.
Patidar's bowling change was spot on. So,
Hmm.
uh, they're my mortal enemies. Thank you for wearing Gryffindor's shirt and not an actual RCB jersey. But
Yeah, I mean,
on this video, yeah. But yeah, credit to them, dude.
I just
18
want to say
years.
our CSK fans now after winning five trophies, they really don't care, man. Actually, I love that. See, I'm going to be a bit philosophical about CSK now, but I love that energy. They don't give a rat's ass about any wins or anything, man. They're just happy to see some cricket going on. Oh, Dhoni is coming. It's a different thing going on in Chennai. It's totally like aloof from all the wins and net run rate calculation. It's a different thing going on altogether. They're just happy to see Dhoni come out whenever he's coming, and then he's at the end. You, if you see the mood of the ground at the end, you will feel like CSK has won the game. See the mood of the players. There's Chennai Super Kings playing, and Virat Kohli and Liam Livingston are celebrating. It looks so disconcerted. I mean, what is happening, man? What is happening? It was so funny to see all that. And I mean, Dhoni just comes and is like, okay, I'll defend three or, oh, it's 98 of 28. Oh, very tough equation, man. I'll just,
Yeah.
defend two, three balls. Just get set. I
Yeah.
mean, it's
I
actually
mean, it's
funny,
great.
man. It's actually funny. They don't give a rat's ass. They say we are IPL. Chennai Super Kings is playing IPL. We are gracing you, man. Our city is involved in the IPL. We are we are the Jams, man. Five-time title winner. We just need to show up. That's all we care about. But yeah.
Yeah, dude. I honestly wish all of that changes, man. Like this euphoria around one man has to go. I know you said things like,
Hmm.
yeah, there are Dhoni fans and there are CSK fans. And
Hmm.
I am a CSK fan more than big Dhoni fan. I respect, the great man.
Hmm.
But we need to figure things out. I don't look, he did score 14 balls, 29 runs tonight. तो
Hmm.
मुझे लगा था थोड़ा ऊपर आने चाहिए था आज. At least not
Hmm.
Ashwin ke baad. He can come before Ashwin and score some runs. Uh, let's see. It's see RCB and Mumbai Indians are two big rivals of CSK. And
Mm.
between 2014 and 2019, barring the years when we were banned, CSK
Mm.
bet RCB in both home and away fixtures. 2019
Mm.
was the first time RCB's, bet CSK that by 1 run. Then in 2020, they absolutely smoked us. And now, after that, they just convincing within Chennai after 18 years. So credit to
Mm.
Patida, credit to the RCB think tank. I'm
Mm.
sure in Bengaluru, the crackers will be going on right now as I speak. Uh,
Your
all the
family lives
handles of
there,
Budweiser.
Siddharthan. What about them? Your family lives in Bangalore. How will they be feeling? You are
I
yourself
think,
in
I think,
Hyderabad. No one's at Chennai to grieve this loss, man.
yeah,
Huh?
dude, that is true. My parents will be sad if you're watching, and one of my sisters would be sad, and the other sister would be happy because she
Hmm.
ironically supports Mumbai Indians. So uh,
Oh, that's cool,
it's
man.
fitting. So.
See, I'll go into the tactical things.
Yeah,
I mean, we'll go into a bit, but I think dropping Nathan Ellis just because Pathirana was ready or fit, that's the first move that they made. Of course, they decided to chase also, which was okay. They also, Rituraj also said the pitch is quite better than what they played versus Mumbai. And then, I didn't understand that because CSK should have just made that same track which they had for Mumbai Indians, where they caught hold of the big hitting of Mumbai Indians. They should have made because you allowed Salt to flow, you allowed Patidar to flow, you allowed Tim David to flow, who will never flow if you get a typical Chennai track. You can't get these kind of players flowing on a typical Chennai track. So I thought that was a mistake. They should have chosen the pitch better. It was a home game. It was a big game versus RCB. So they should have chosen the pitch perfectly. Then, of course, decision not to go with Ellis. And, the bowling changes, obviously, bringing on Ashwin, bowling Sam Curran, not in the power play at all. You just bowled him 1 over. And there also, he was trying those slower balls, actually. Sam Curran had a really bad night. He has had some good batting form in IL T20. We expected something different from him, but I didn't understand that power play batting. And the disappointment has been Deepak Hooda, could not connect any balls from Hazelwood. Like Hazelwood and Bhuvi were. It reminded me of 36 all out versus Bhuvi's spell versus Pakistan because they were not able to
yeah,
touch even one ball, Deepak Hooda. And I have to ask you, Siddharthan, whether Rachin Ravindra is actually an asset because if there are typical Chennai tracks, he is definitely an asset chasing those 150 totals. But if you have got 190 totals, whether you really want Rachin Ravindra in your team because he plays within himself a bit. He's a very good ODI player, but I'm not sure with as a T20 opener, do you want Rachin Ravindra?
yeah. I think you make some good points, Shikhar. Starting with bringing in, Deepak Hora struggles, etc. But I don't think bringing in Pathira in place of Ellis is a big mistake. I think they're very similar
Mm.
bowlers, so I'm okay with
Mm.
that. But the top order is struggling with Deepak Huda and Rahul Tripathi. I think that there has been a tactical mistake there. And
Mm.
Rachin Ravindra is an interesting one, right? It's very much like somebody like KL Rahul, whom you and I very much disagree on their approach. I feel
Mm.
like Ravindra is somebody who actually got the runs tonight, whereas the other
Mm.
batsmen in the top of the order did not get those runs. So I'm
Mm.
okay with somebody like Ravindra Gaikwad
Mm.
batting at the top of the order. But
Mm.
I do think Sam Curran had a terrible night. That's something that I agree with you
Mm.
on. He bowled one or two slower balls which the opposition batsman could not pick.
Mm.
But he didn't deliver with the bat, he didn't deliver with the ball.
Mm.
He could sit out and come back after a few games. But
Mm.
Sam, yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. I think it's time for Conway to come in, take
Mm.
that spot in the top of the order, strengthen the batting because Rahul Tripathi and Deepak Huda are not delivering. And also at the
Mm.
same time, strengthen the bowling with Anshul Kamboj or I don't know,
Yeah.
somebody else.
Gurjapneet.
And bring
Good. Good.
Gurjanpreet.
Yeah.
Sorry, I could not quite say his name correctly. And get Sam out. Or maybe even bring Jenny Overton in. I'm not saying he's better than Karan, but Karan is
Mm.
just not clicking right now.
Yeah, it's a good point you made about Rachin Ravindra because Virat Kohli also made 31 out of 30. In fact, Virat was woken up by a bouncer. Till then, he was, he was 14 of 20 actually. He was playing at 50, 70 strike rate or something. So, Rachin Ravindra probably has a role, like they've given the role clarity to Rachin Ravindra that you have to play as an anchor. So it's up to Ruturaj Gaikwad also, who looked little bit more rushed than what he actually looks like. Like we saw the last knock from Ruturaj, he was absolutely, smashing
Liquid.
it. And I think it's just like a role change for Ruturaj also. He also wants to get into Indian T20 setup, and he is understanding now that he has to compete with, Sanju Samson, Abhishek Sharma, Surya Kumar Yadav, Tilak Varma, that lineup, that top four. And to get into that top four, I think he's also promised to up his risk percentage much higher because he's not that high risk player. Like he's transitioning from his game is what I feel. Ruturaj Gaikwad right now, and that is causing a problem because there is no one else. Like you have a hollow middle order, and that really showed today. Deepak Hooda and Sam Curran, they looked out of water,
Yeah.
and then after that, I think they just gave up because they thought, "Ki, let's have some batting practice for future matches." And that was so typical of
Late
CSK. They were
weather,
like,
yeah.
"Okay, it's gone anyway. Just have some." Because even now, I heard Ruturaj Gaikwad saying that 170 was the par score, and once they scored above that, I think we simply had no intention to chase something like
I've
on
been
the
seeing
line.
this attitude for the yeah, I've been
Hmm.
seeing this attitude for the last 18 years now. It's really pissing off, you know.
Hmm.
I'm always like try and fail instead of
Hmm.
I don't know, they probably lost by 50, 60 runs. You don't want that. You want to see a close game. I think
Hmm. Hmm.
all of the fans of IPL want to see that. And another tactical mistake was Jadeja, Ashwin. Sure, they got tongued, but they didn't complete the quota of overs. I really think
Hmm.
after getting that wicket, Ashwin gave out from the first over, and then Jadeja
Hmm.
was looking off key. But I thought Ashwin
Hmm.
could have had one more over in the middle there. There are a few tactical
Hmm.
errors made, and but
Hmm.
credit to RCB, dude. I thought they played
Yeah.
phenomenally well, and they deserve the win 100%.
Yeah, I mean, phenomenal. I think even they had the wickets falling, but Rajat Patidar actually just kept going for it. Like even if you see Jadeja, first it was Padikkal who actually smashed him for some runs. Then it was Patidar who
Yeah,
kept swinging wildly and got some edges, got some streaky boundaries, and kept the run scoring going on even if they were losing the wickets. They actually scored 97 runs in the middle or overs. That's one of the highest
wow.
in this IPL, and the last phase was going very terrible for them. And unless that Sam Curran, I have an issue with that last over because he bowled round the wicket to Tim David, who has such big arms, and he's just waiting for you to actually put the ball in his arc, and you're just putting it there. No matter how many slower deliveries you try, if you're giving him in his reach, he's going to swing it, and he's a powerful bloke. He's
You
going
make
to
a good
swing.
point there. Yeah, the
Hmm.
first ball he missed, second ball was actually a good smart ploy, but then you
Hmm.
cannot fool a batsman like Tim David with the same predictability. The third ball he absolutely smoked him. Cool. Fourth
Hmm.
ball went for six. Now I
Hmm.
thought he would, not he'll switch the angle he was bowling from, but no, six again,
Yeah.
and that was the final nail on the
He switched for the
final
last,
nail on
I
the
believe,
coffin.
just for the last ball.
Yeah,
It was too late. But
yeah.
overall, man, I just want to discuss what we were discussing in the WhatsApp group. Man, CSK is a mythical team. Sometimes I wonder how they have won so many trophies. Like someone asked me today, like Shakti asked today that how they have won so many trophies, and you also replied it's a miracle because so many times we have seen like these CSK teams are not even in the competition. Like if you see 2010 season, I think we were having a chat about that also last year, or maybe 2018 season. We have seen some seasons when CSK has been totally looked out of the scope, and they somehow at the end is when they cover up that ground very fast and close up the gap to the leaders and somehow qualify for top four. Then they obviously qualify for the finals. And there's something about CSK that is you cannot lose hope ever. Even if the players are seem to be like losing hope, you cannot lose hope with CSK. They are gods, man. They are myths. What do you have to say about that?
I think two things. One is they're not Chennai Super Kings, they're Chennai Supernatural Kings in the sense that
Mm.
they things just seem to happen at times. And second
Mm.
thing is when it doesn't quite work out, it feels
Mm.
like let's say you like some a man, or let's say you're a boy and you like a girl, you're a girl and like a man, and there isn't reciprocate, and then your heart is broken at the end of it. That's how it feels when you lose a game,
Mm.
and but somehow there is a hope, that light at the end of the tunnel that the season would turn around, and more often than not it does. And it's still early days,
Yeah.
so I'm
Mm.
hopeful that uh, it'll turn around in just like one game. But you're right.
And
I think it comes down to
yeah, yeah,
Fleming
go on,
and
go on, go
Dhoni
on.
and all these mystical characters, who are
Mm.
like they don't give a fuck if they win, they don't give a fuck if they lose. I'm sorry for the language, but
Yeah.
it's about uh, yeah, staying calm and hoping for the best. And as Dhoni says,
Mm.
believe in the process. I think, although the process
Mm.
was terrible tonight. Like whatever,
There was no process to play like that. Especially
just winging it.
what Sam Curran and Rachin Ravindra were doing in the power play. I'm sure that was not
Yeah,
the process because
yeah,
they looked so lackadaisical, like they were just strolling around in the park with no intent
yeah,
to bat. Same with Deepak Hooda. Then of course the lower order to follow. In fact, Ravi Ashwin actually impressed me with that reverse sweep that he played out of
yeah.
nowhere. He came, he like with lot of passion. He
I
heard
remember
that Chennai song. He was like, "Let me try a reverse sweep."
make Lunaj, yeah. And Livingston bowled, and he was like, he tried the shot, but Livingston pulled out. Then Jaddu came on strike. Jaddu pulled out when Livingston was trying to bowl. And then Ash anyway eventually played that shot, but too little, too late.
Yeah, amazing stuff there. But what about RCB? Do you see them actually a very strong team? Like they got criticized in auctions. Now they are obviously 2 out of 2 and two away games, and they don't have a good home record. But seeing Bhuvneshwar and Hazelwood bowl today, a lot of them are actually predicting juicy pitches which give seam and swing to the fast bowlers because we've seen Hazelwood and Bhuvneshwar to be very lively today in helping conditions. So, do you see that RCB can make big inroads today to their first title, first IPL trophy?
I think they have a
Isala
good
Cup
shot
number.
at East Side Cup number. Yeah, they have a good shot at making to the playoffs if they keep
Hmm.
playing like this. But RCB is also very mercurial. They are very much
Hmm.
like South Africa of if you take international cricket. So you
Hmm.
will have these highs, but let's go to
Hmm.
Chinnaswamy, where the ground is really small. Can they really keep up this momentum? For Virat Kohli and RCB's fans for 18 years. I hope it happens, dude. Like, even though they are one of my rival teams, I hope for the best. But
Hmm.
it's about consistency, right? That's why
Hmm.
Mumbai Indians and CSK has won over the years. I mean, say what you will, you need to win
Hmm.
consistently. If these
Hmm.
2 wins become 8 or 9 wins,
Hmm.
we'll talk then, right? Uh, I'm not going to sing just because I'm on a channel or anything like that. I genuinely
Hmm.
hope that they win. I think
Yeah.
Virat Kohli deserves one IPL title in
Wow.
his career.
You're the most mature Chennai Super Kings fan in the entire world, I guess. But I just want to say another thing. Bro, we are giving you a gift in Guwahati after just 3 days. So don't worry. So, yeah, man, as an RR fan, I promise you a win. Thanks to our Lord Rian Parag, who's captaining with I don't know what mentality. Just he thinks he's the Lord of Guwahati. So he's definitely going to gift you a win there. I want to see a Dhoni
Jafra,
versus Parag battle actually there.
so Jafra Archer and Rajasthan Royals actually have the wood against CSK. Like
Hmm.
Rajasthan Royals, even since Shane Watson days, they
Hmm.
won on Chip Park. So I wouldn't,
Hmm.
put the towel up just at Shriker. So staying in there. I mean, obviously I want to win, but it'll be a good game to watch. And tomorrow we have GT and Mumbai. That'll be a
Yeah.
fun game to watch as well.
Yeah, RR versus CSK are always good games. You remember that Shane Watson chase. Also, Sandeep Sharma stopping MSD in the last over. That was a
Yeah.
crazy death bowling. So we have had some very close games. I remember one game which was finished by Krishnappa Gautam in 2018 against
Yeah.
CSK. So we've had some good games. So let's hope for the best. Of course, GT might tomorrow. We were just saying that Mumbai is almost become like Gujarat now. So is it Mumbai versus
Is
Pune or
another
Gujarat?
derby? Yeah, it's a good
It's a West
derby.
Indian derby. West Indian derby
Yeah.
tomorrow. The Ambani derby. Let's call it the Ambani Adani derby.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Hardik Pandya, old captain, coming back to Mumbai Indians, adds some extra spice
Hmm.
to the game. So I'm
Yeah,
interested to
and
see how that one
Gill
goes.
is coming back to his ex girlfriend Sarah Tendulkar also. So yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
who
it's
will be Sachin supporting? Yeah,
yeah. Who will be Sachin supporting derby? That's the interesting thing.
it'll be
Uh,
fun if
yeah,
Arjun Tendulkar plays and takes Gill's off
oh,
stump out, but may not happen.
that's a dream stuff of the dreams that you talk about, man. I love it. But thanks, Siddharthan. Thank you. That's our time. We've had a lot of fun conversations. Hopefully, we'll meet for RRCSK, have more fun discussions. Thank you for joining, Siddharthan. And viewers, please do subscribe our channel if you love RCB, if you love CSK, if you hate RCB, if you hate CSK. Please let us know in the comments what are your views about this match. Thank you so much for joining. And thanks, Siddharthan, taking your leave. Good night.
Isala Cup, Nimde.
Bye.